Dominique, thank you so much for being with me this morning. I appreciate it.
I appreciate
Uh,
you.
you are Hollywood Reporter's breakout star in 2018 at Sundance. We saw you in Netflix Project Power, and at this point in Judas and the Black Messiah. Messiah, if they don't know about you, now they know. Congratulations on such a fantastic role. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, Deborah Johnson?
Yeah, so I'm a romantic, self-proclaimed romantic, and so I'm always looking from the direction of a love lens. And so when Shaka told me that he wrote this for me and that he wanted me to play the love interest to Daniel Kaluuya's like Chairman Fred, I was honored because I've been manifesting. How do I get a romantic role? And so there's none better than representing Chairman Fred Hampton and Mama Kua, or formerly known as Deborah Johnson's love. So that's really what I sorry, I hear myself back and that made me sorry, what was the question again? I'm hearing myself repeat.
No, I just wanted you to tell me about Deborah.
Oh yes, and we got to go to the house that Chairman Fred Hampton grew up in, and we spoke to the family for over 7 hours around the table. And I remember Mama Okua said that the Panthers were very disciplined, and that there were certain things that she would have never said to Chairman Fred. And so when I think about her and her firecracker energy, I see how we're able to ebb and flow when we're around love. And so I think it's just she's love unconditional. She's a teacher of love and selflessness and revolution in a way that we don't often see it. We think about revolutionaries always toting guns, and you know what I mean. And to see her represent that radical love of giving everything and everybody that you love to a cause bigger than you is beyond. So I'm honored that I even get a little slither to represent that kind of selflessness and love.
I love that you mentioned the love aspect of it because through the movie, despite the fight that they're going through, you often hear about the feedings, the breakfast for the kids, and other things that they're doing as a community. But for your character in specific, you see that love that Deborah has for Fred, and how that kind of evolves when you get pregnant.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit more about the emotional side of your role and how it evolved through the film?
Yeah, it evolves because like in the beginning, I always think in terms of acting school, like how is your character different from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie? How is your character different from the beginning of the scene to the end of the scene? And all those things. So that's the work that we do prior. But then when you get on set, you just have to play. And I just remember just watching Daniel take up space, watching how he moves. Um, and thinking like Chairman Fred had these dimples. Dang, you have dimples. I'm really watching him. I'm studying him. I'm writing poems for every moment that they share together. Their first kiss, the first time they see each other. The poem that she shares with him in the movie is one that Shaka allowed me to actually write. And so I really got to put my own emotions, and I got to get even more emotionally invested in this character. And so the love for me was, how do I support not only Daniel, but how do I support uh, Chairman Fred, the Black Messiah? How do I help humanize? Where's my position? Where's my position in this story? What am I here to do? What is my mission? And so in the quiet moments, it's to show that they were 19 and 21 years old. So even though they're tasked with a mission and they're larger than life people, they're also human. They also go through love and yeah. And so I really just allow myself to be very open, which by the end of the film, because I asked to be a vessel for that kind of love, and that love is so ginormous and transformative, and it didn't belong to me, then I had to lose it at the end, where the night before the assassination of the assassination scene, it actually fell on the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Chairman Fred. And so the energy is high, it's somber. We kind of don't understand. I remember needing a little extra time in the trailer because I didn't know how to step on that set. I didn't know how to step into that replica apartment. And to watch Daniel, we were coming to the end of filming. I knew that I loved my cast beyond, and that even though we're gonna always be in each other's lives, we're not gonna have this same moment ever again. And to think oh, but when we have press, we get to be together again, and now we're not. So it really was me being so present in the moment to try to suck up every time, every moment that I get in this love and that I get to share watching Daniel do what he does, because he is phenomenal.
So actually, you lead me right into my next question because of the fact of all of the things you go through from rallies, from pregnancy, from him being in prison, and then that final scene. Was there an emotional toll on you afterwards of this film that you kind of had to almost like reset a little bit?
Yes, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of what I was asking for at the beginning, because as I prayed, I want to be a vessel, I want to be open. So the whole time during filming, I didn't cut myself off from it after you can unwind after a day on set, but we weren't really. I wasn't personally unwinding. We would come from set and we would end up congregating in the lobby, and now we're staying up till like 3 a.m. just talking to each other, and then the next day we're texting each other like, what you getting for breakfast, so we were with each other all of the time, and so I didn't want to shut myself off. I left myself open. These are my comrades, these are my family. This is we are the Panthers. That's what we felt like. How and although we are not, but we really took our position, our job seriously. Yeah.
With that said, what new appreciation did you gain for Mama Kua, for Fred, and for these people who actually lived this life?
Yeah, sometimes people ask me how challenging it was or tough it was to play the role, and I have a hard time with the word tough and challenging, not because the not because the character didn't warrant those things out of me, but because I'm thinking about Mama Kua, who's still here. To say it was tough to play is like an insult to somebody who lives this, who has that memory, who was there, who watched her love be assassinated for no other reason but that he was trying to unify and unite people and to change the world at 21. This is like, I can't even imagine. So I have a hard time with those words. And so my appreciation for her is, one, to even allow us to tell the story, to even open her heart and herself and her memories to me, to give me the space to build the character how I needed to build it. She wasn't overseeing it. She wasn't giving her input about those things. The one thing she said was like, she did not cry. When the assassination happened, it was very important. They were chanting Chairman Fred is dead, and they were laughing, and she did not cry. And that was very important. So we wanted to make sure that I did not cry.
You had that privilege of being able to be with the person who you're portraying. Can you give me one moment that you will forever remember between you and Mama Kua?
Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time because at first it was being on set and her saying to me, like, you did that scene, that was Deborah Johnson up there. And because, there's not a lot of footage of her at that age, and I was going based off of instincts and journal entries and making up whole worlds that we don't get to see on camera, I thought that was the moment that I got to do an interview with her. And she said that the love that Daniel and I shared on the screen helped her to remember that love and made her miss it. And to me, that's an honor because we were not there in those private moments. She and Chairman Fred were the only ones that were there. So she is that account. We are fortunate that she is here to say, yeah, you got this right. Or, no, that's not exactly right, but it's okay because X, Y, and Z. Or it's not okay, but we got this for next time. And the fact that we get to do interviews with them and for them to write any misconceptions or to say that this movie is a tool for people to do more research is honor.
Dominique, thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning. And congratulations on the role and the phenomenal movie.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.